Good morning. My name is Nancy Bergman and I'm on the Sunshine Coast in beautiful British Columbia. I'm going to show you Bonnie Brook Beach today on this beautiful gray January morning. Here is my dog Manfred. Manfred. Good morning. Okay, let's go for a walk, sir. So Bonnie Brook is in Lower Gibsons. And I am at one point going to fast forward this so that it's not a huge, long video. Because this is quite a common walk for people. Normally you can see Vancouver Island over there. You can see it slightly, but not really. So there's a bunch of houses on the waterfront here. A couple of them just sold in October. Or in the fall. There's another few that are for sale. And a couple of that have just come off the market, so may or may not come back onto the market. So tide is quite high today, or right at this moment. It's really high actually. So Bonnie Brook is one of those beaches. So on the Sunshine Coast, we have different types of beaches, either pebble or sand. So Bonnie Brook is a combination of both of those. So during low tide, there's actually a sandbar that you can go quite far out into. And then certain areas are pebble. Early summer, spring and fall, you can often have bonfires on the beach, which in most places you can't, but up on the coast, depending on the area, you can. But it also just depends on our warnings, our fire hazards. So if we're high fire hazards, then obviously you can't. If we have a wet spring, summer, then you can. Oh, some ducks just went down there. You can see Vancouver Island, but not today. It's too gray for that. Different kind of people who live on the Sunshine Coast. We have a lot of vacation rentals, so a lot of people from Vancouver and other areas come up to the coast in the summer to enjoy their cabins and the lakes and the ocean and the rivers, which we have a lot of. And then you have people who are deciding that they want to get out of the hustle and bustle of Vancouver and or are retiring and so are downsizing. So selling their houses in Vancouver and coming over here to retire. And then we also have a lot of first-time home buyers, especially people who can work from home that don't have to do the commute. Even though the commute, which I did for many, many years, was not bad. A lot of people complain about it, but the reality is a 40-minute ferry where you can have a coffee, have a tea, read a book, do some homework, socialize with friends is a pretty nice way of going. And then it's about, depending on if you have a car or if you take the bus is right to go right downtown. Or if you have a car, it's about a 20-minute bus ride or a 20-minute car ride, depending on what you want to do. And a lot of these places, I believe, are also B&Bs or Airbnbs, so you can come and do short-term rentals. Here's another little area that you can come and sit down, which has been nicely manicured. Usually they also have plants there, but wintertime they don't grow. So this little area is called Bonnie Brook, and it's in it's in Gibsons. So on the Sunshine Coast, the ferry comes into Langdale. We then have Gibsons, Roberts Creek, Wilson's Creek, Davis Bay, Seashelt. And then as you continue up the coast, you have Half Moon Bay, Madeira Park, and Pender Harbor. Is that a seal over there? Morning. Yep, it was a seal, and he's just disappeared.